The shouting stops, the door clicks shut, and in the sudden, heavy silence that follows, you hear the muffled sound of your child crying on the other side. It is one of the loneliest moments in parenting, usually defined by a single crushing thought: I failed. We are often haunted by the perfect parent myth, the idea that any loss of temper or relational rupture inflicts permanent damage on a child's developing brain architecture. Inside the child, a specific biological panic is taking hold. The amygdala, the brain's threat detector, registers the conflict and hijacks the nervous system, flooding the body with cortisol. To prevent this chemical spike, many parents try to eliminate all conflict. They suppress their own emotions and tiptoe through their days, inadvertently creating a fragile, sterile emotional environment for their children. But the science suggests a paradox. A child raised in an environment with zero emotional upheaval fails to develop the internal tools required for resilience. The human brain requires exposure to manageable stress. It needs these moments of friction to build the neural pathways necessary to recover from future upheaval. Resilient brain architecture is forged through the neurological process of relational repair. It is the biological sequence of a rupture followed by a successful reconnection. This means moments of parental failure are more than just mistakes. They represent hidden biological opportunities to teach a child how to move from panic back to safety. This is the model of vertical integration. The upstairs brain handles logic, empathy, and self-awareness, while the downstairs brain manages basic survival and raw instinct. During a heated argument, a child flips their lid. The intense emotional surge severs communication between the top and bottom tiers, leaving the rational upstairs brain dark and inaccessible. This disconnected state creates a loop of toxic stress, a physiological emergency that a child's biology cannot resolve on its own. To break the loop, they need a neurological buffer. A responsive relationship is the only mechanism that can downgrade this toxic stress into tolerable stress, allowing the body to begin recovering. This recovery starts with a concept called serve and return. The parent initiates the return by offering their physical presence, soft eye contact, and empathy. This physical proximity serves as a signal to the child's nervous system, confirming that the immediate threat has passed and the environment is safe again. Steady, calm. The parent's return acts as the electrical reboot necessary to bring the child's upstairs reasoning brain back online. But simply calming the body isn't enough. Moving on without addressing the event leaves the residual trauma of the fight stored in the child's memory as a chaotic, threatening event. To resolve this, we use a cognitive mechanism called name it to tame it, a strategy pioneered by Dr. Daniel J. Siegel. The process involves gently revisiting the painful event and explicitly naming the frightening emotions that occurred, helping the child identify their fear, anger, or sadness. Putting words to the feeling shifts the neural activity. It draws the chaotic memory out of the emotional right brain and into the logical left brain, where it can be organized. The left brain then safely files the narrative away. By naming the emotion, the brain categorizes it as a temporary state that occurred in the past, rather than a permanent, ongoing threat. Through this conversation, the parent provides the logical structure the child's brain cannot yet create for itself, modeling how to use language to contextualize raw emotion. This active storytelling prevents the momentary panic from calcifying into a permanent, triggering trait. When we look at the macro view of a childhood, these thousands of successfully repaired ruptures result in long-term structural change. Each time a repair is completed, the neural pathways connecting the upstairs and downstairs brain grow thicker and more insulated, allowing for faster emotional regulation over time. This biology teaches the child a fundamental psychological truth. Relationships can survive conflict, and they remain safe even when things go wrong. The child is now structurally wired for resilience, equipped with an internal system that can survive future relational challenges outside of the home. During the emotional chaos of an argument, the bond between parent and child acts like a physical tether. Under pressure, it frays and sustains damage. But when you crouch down, apologize, and name the emotion, you initiate a structural strengthening. Those frayed strands weave back together, reinforcing the connection into a bond that is more durable than the one that existed before the fight. parents can let go of the guilt of imperfection. Your mistakes, when followed by deliberate repair, are the raw materials required to build a resilient, whole-brain child.